Great. Ross, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. So Solar VPS, or Solar Green's the green brand that you guys have. We don't know much about your company because we haven't talked to you guys before. So why don't you start off by telling me a bit about who you guys are and how you started?
We actually started as a Windows provider. What we did is when we began our company, we partnered with then SWSoft, now Parallels obviously, because we needed to offer a cost-effective Windows solution to the small business market. VPS was the logical choice simply because it was environmentally responsible, cost-effective, and Parallels gave us a very unique way to automate that solution to those small businesses. It was a perfect sort of middle ground between the small shared hosting and the budget dedicated, and it really offered a wonderful solution for a lot of these small businesses. So that was really how we began the company, and it's taken off since then.
Fantastic. Well, as we all know, being green is pretty big in the hosting industry these days. And taking a look at your website and even your name, Solar VPS, I think it's pretty evident that being green is part of your business philosophy as well. So what have you been doing to go green?
Well, we developed this Solar Green brand, and the reason for that I think is pretty obvious, but the most important parts of it were the 3 steps. And the first step was reducing our customers' energy consumption. And the way we did that was by developing what we call the Solar Green hardware node. We offer VPS solutions, so we needed to develop a solution for customers that would basically, that they could choose from us that would reduce their energy consumption. What we did is we chose the low voltage Intel's Xeon CPU. We chose DDR2 RAM, which is far more efficient than conventional RAM, and 7,200 RPM and 10,000 RPM hard drives. Basically, any of those components save roughly about 30 to 60% over conventional VPS hardware nodes. So that was huge for us because we could offer a solution to our customers that they could purchase from us and already be green just by having that through Solar VPS.
Very cool.
So that made a lot of sense. The second step was obviously reducing our own personal energy usage. Now we were already doing this with our first step, but when we began this company, it was really based around the virtual office space. We don't have a central office that we work out of.
Really?
We work out of offices all over the world. Most of us telecommute. The people who do go into offices use public transportation. Very few people ever even use their cars or have them. So we began to just function as this whole virtualized company. And it's really optimized how we've been able to do business. We have a smaller staff because of it. We keep our costs down, our energy consumption down. It's just been a wonderful fit for us and has allowed us to grow very, very quickly. We're actually 100% growth from this time last year.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, considering how much you make this whole green aspect such an ingrained part of your business philosophy, do you find that it takes a certain type of person to work for your company as well?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And we're very careful about the people that we bring into our company. Basically, we know generally within a month or 2 of working with them whether they're going to be a good fit. And so far, everybody that's come to work from us has stayed with us. Because we took so much time. We've actually never had to let anybody go just because we've taken so much time to get to know who we're working with, what type of person they are, and we spend so much time with our employees, talking with them every day, working with them, getting them interested in all of these things that we're doing, and they all stand behind us 150% with our green initiatives, and it really makes them feel good about the work that they do as well.
Good stuff. Well, I find it quite interesting because I feel like a lot of web hosts these days will either do the carbon offsetting thing, or some will set up their own renewable energy source just around their office, like solar panels or a windmill. I find that you guys aren't doing that though. Why not?
Well, honestly, in my opinion, the carbon credits are kind of a scam. I just think it's ridiculous to pay somebody else to reduce their energy consumption when you should be reducing your own. And our initiative is really to get out there and talk about how we're doing this, actually do it, and get other small businesses interested in doing the same. I mean, it's the right thing to do, and it's not about a competitive advantage. It's literally about getting out there and talking to people about the importance of our environment. And as a small business, we really have to be responsible. And the more people that do this, the better.
Great. Well, tell me a little bit about your Solar Green initiative. I know that you guys are going around and rather than just changing how you guys run your business, you're kind of, I guess, educating other small businesses and entrepreneurs how to be more green as well. How has that been going? I mean, can you elaborate a bit more on that?
Well, yeah, and this is actually the 3rd step of our Solar Green initiative, which is getting out there and supporting green efforts. We found a company by the name of Green Living Ideas, who's run by a guy by the name of Sean Daly out of San Francisco. great guy, and he's really been a great inspiration for us in going forward with this. He and I talk almost every day about things that are going on. He's invited me to be a guest writer on his website.
Great.
And his website is actually an incredible vehicle for our initiative. I don't know if you've been to his website, but it talks about going green in all areas of life and society, you know, from technology, telecommuting, right down to the sheets that you put on your bed.
Oh, wow.
How you can reduce energy and be more green in every area of life. And so that's really been a great partnership for us. He and I have plans to hopefully talk at some trade shows over the next year or so. And just get out there and blog. There's actually a podcast that we did.
Right, I did notice that as well.
On
yeah.
iTunes, so if you go into iTunes and check out the environmental section, you'll see that. So yeah, I mean, that's really our first step, and we actually have had companies begin to start choosing us because of our green initiative, and we're beginning to work with those people as well. And they're incredibly enthusiastic about what we're doing, and we're just forming all these great partnerships to get out there and inform everybody about this.
Great, great.
So.
Now I'm going to take it general again and just ask, why do you think it's important for, especially this industry, web hosts and data center operators, to go with green hosting or with green ideas, green philosophies?
Have you been to a data center?
Yes, I have.
They're scary. Fans running all over, heat all over the place, massive air conditioning. I mean, if you walk into a data center and you see rows and rows and rows of racks full of servers, you know how much power these things are using. So it's a logical step to say, listen, we got to do something about this. There's an enormous change that we can make by just moving to, I mean, obviously it's got to be a viable solution, but over time we can move to different solutions that will reduce that energy consumption in those data centers. We don't own a data center ourselves, but we are actually working with the data centers that we host with to try to help them do this as well.
Looking to the future, are there any other green initiatives that we can expect to see from Solar VPS?
Well, I think the most important aspect of this is getting out there and spreading the word. So what you're going to see from us is more partnerships, more blogging, hopefully speaking at trade shows, and check out our website and watch as we update it and talk about what we're doing.
Good stuff. And the website is?
SolarVPS.com.
Great. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me today.
Thank you, Anastasia.